Astoria, you're here too. That's right. Galzerius said that you stepped in at the Mahavapalua chamber. I suspect that everything will fall into place from here on out. To honesty. That is like the worst grammar I've seen in this series so far, or in this game so far, on a single line of dialogue. That is to honesty from you, Buster. I can't tell what exactly it's supposed to be. I get what it's supposed to mean, but I can't get what the exact phrase that it should be is. It's weird. Dylan, have you found what you've lost this time? I have. Speaking of which, here for my own reasons too. That's true, since you come up here, you've done nothing but run around on my account. I understand what the Watcher of Nothingness was saying, but I could tell that there's something in this place that matters to you. Travel has been a massive help. To hold up my end of the bargain, do tell me, what is it that you need? The story you speak of, it's simply incredible. If this were back in my academy days, I would have mulled over it for at least half a day before giving you an answer, just to prove I was taking you seriously. It's true that I've been here longer than anyone else, and I've witnessed all that has transpired. Unfortunately, the highest point of the temple, the Atrium of Suchness, is where gods and watchers dwell. It's said that certain hidden truths are kept within its walls. Hardly anyone is brave enough to set foot up there. You saying it's so high that even the most fearless would get scared? Only those who choose to abandon all their memories are permitted to enter that hall. To seek an audience with the master of the temple is to seek answers and closure. It follows, then, that all memories that one gathers here shall be wiped away. One must construct a path to the heavens with their own memories and wisdom. Only then can they encounter the sacred beyond. But memories aren't even solid. How are you supposed to build a path to the heavens with them? Such is the nature of this place. The divine power of the gods can weave emptiness and reality into one another. Here, mere vacuum is not perceived as nothingness. In the eyes of that being, it is a state that can be filled in the space of a single thought. Only a nothingness where even meaning does not exist, only that is a place beyond the reach of the gods. And I suspect that the path to the heavens should be similar to the half-real, half-illusory scenes that you saw in the library. I'm just a coward at heart, after all. I never dared to make the climb. I simply don't have the courage to cast aside my responsibilities. I am one who lived to witness what came before, and who continues to learn of what follows from those who come after. I am but a vessel for my precious memories. Even if there is no hope of their ever returning to the surface, every lost civilization will live on in my memory. Are gods really that horrid? Yes! Design such a cruel choice for someone to make? Absolutely! Without a shadow of a doubt. Some gods are good, others are bad. Take the one who kidnapped the traveler's brother, for instance. Totally bad. Perhaps it's the opposite. The god who designed the path to the heavens was not the mistress of the temple. You see, if you intend to leave this place, you simply cannot take its history, secrets, or knowledge with you. The way I see it, the description of using your memories to construct a path to the heavens is too emotionally charged. Your memories are supposed to be wiped the moment you return to the mortal realm, but before that happens, people here have the right to look back upon all they have ever been, all they have ever owned, and the path that results from both. Let's see if I got all that. It's like we've made a rule that says you can read a book, but you have to chuck it into a fire the second you're done. But just as it burns to a crisp, you find out the book has an epilogue and an afterword, where you have to look back at all the best parts. Then, in the end, nothing's left of the story. Only the feelings and impressions stay with you. Spot on. A perfect read. You've got a real knack for analogies. Reminds me of one of my students, in fact. He went to Delphi Pytho. I have no idea what it's called now, or if he even survived the war. His name was Abrix, and while I've asked many people, no one has ever found his name in historical records. Going off at a tangent. Anyway, you said all that, but how did we get up there? Traveler's memories are too important to forget. As for Paimon, well, she hasn't clashed so hard with travelers to need a total reset. You don't have to worry. Huh? Once we rescued everyone, I'll help you with this. Actually, I figured out how the path to heaven actually works. The seat of the god has been left empty, so the rules have begun to falter. As such, a section of the Quarter of Nothingness previous path to the heavens was preserved. Melantis' fury destroyed half of it, but the remaining half, the stairway to heaven, is still vaguely visible. This means that the stairway can be used by others, we just have to make it whole again. Or do you mean... Don't get the wrong idea. As I've said before, I am a coward, burdened with too much memory, yet too scared to even die. Historia. Put it in. What's the second area I want to go to? I guess we can go here, which I hope gets me under here. Otherwise, I'm going to have to pain in the ass trying to figure out how to get under this thing. Where have I not checked over here? I'm pretty sure I've checked every spot on this thing. I don't know where the heck the entrance could be. But, okay, I guess we're going either... Yeah, we're going to go here, and then we're going to go to Desert... What the frick? There's a thing in here. What? Can I tell directly this? Yes. Oh, cool. I can't tell what that is, but I can tell what the first one is. Yeah, when I was going to this version, I was definitely not expecting an entirely new thing in here that I can set to, which means I get a total of 500. You get 500 things from this just immediately, as well as a bunch of other stuff as well. That's crazy. Treasure comp is level 2, so that'll be more useful when I get to actually doing proper stuff. There's a bunch of other stuff I can do. The math problem I posed. The problem goes like this. A group of soldiers refuses to surrender, viewing it as a matter of honor, so they decide to come up with a set of rules to determine who among them would end the humiliation and for whom. So what manners of rules would ensure that one would be the last man standing? It's probably due to this purely mathematical problem. Okay, sure. So what you're saying is it is... Okay, so we are going to Luiying Academy eventually for this. I'll go there last because I love the area too much. I've already gone through and done, like, everything here, so I don't know what else I have to do over here.
Try to keep up!
Yeah, I love Luiying Academy too much. It's literally my favorite area in the entire game, bar none. I thought Dome Pole was my favorite now, but nope. So what all we have to do here now? Inside here, some kind of desert art from the ancient area. Gotta say, it's pretty creepy. No, Paimon, do you not remember the second or the first story quest? Okay, so what exactly am I interacting with here? This. What the heck? Hey, buddy, you weren't here before. People, I've not seen you around before. Are there really still newcomers showing up now? But since Dex is with you, I suppose you're backup. My name is Vinipi, and I come from an era when King Deshret's divine form still walked among us. Our name is Traveler, and our team's got one more member, Zealand. We're probably what you consider people from the most recent era. Zealand, do you happen to have an older sister by any chance? Do you know my sister too? Of course, here everyone is friends with everyone. It matters little what station they occupied in their former life. In my day, I was a nobody, just one of many working on the King Deshret's mausoleum. I was traveling in the desert one day when I suddenly plucked from the sands and thrown into the Mapathic interval, where I was for, say, less than 100 years? Then, once I left and came here, I found the place full of ancients, some from times preceding even King Deshret himself. We all got along just the same. Later on, the Sisters of the Deity here told me they hadn't plucked any desert buildings and asked that I reconstruct them from memory. It was only with everyone's help that we managed to build this place at all. But now, look at all these ruins. Speaking of which, Paul has a question. The sand statues out there. Was Arwish Maria, from King Deshret's day? Perhaps they were created which serve as a reminder of the impermanence of the physical body and life itself. You truly are different from your sister. You must really enjoy reading like the others. Those are people. All of them. They were punished by being turned into sand. Okay, yep. Don't worry, they're all still alive. Death does not exist here. They'll be restored once the problem here is resolved. Oh wait, didn't you say that whoever saved you would get that coin from District give you as reward? It's worth a lot of more. I'm not handing it over. It's my lucky charm. So that's the only thing I have left to remind me of my own life. So poor to you. Alright, I guess we'll be super nice. Not press you for payment. We chatted for too long. Looks like it's here. No time to stand around talking. You're at least the level of a novice from Marine Centurion. There we go again. Probably doesn't even know what kind of standard this is supposed to be. Interesting. Feeding a keeper isn't so hard. Yeah, I already know.
On me.
My eyes are being really annoying today. Oof, that was quite something. You're easily at the level of a high-ranking Centurion. What is this, like, wacko-ass, like, scaling system they use? Did you have your own hierarchy back in King Drisha's day? Well, those scholars didn't have my pull the archives have read enough books that their combat assessments actually hold some weight. Ah, it's nice to be so well read. It's nice to be an intellectual. For instance, on average, the knight serving under Irenaeus could take on 3 standard Marine centurions at once, though they're half a rank below Irenaeus. Medjay, who served the Crocodile King, wasn't considered exactly an elite fighter, but was highly adept at dealing with monsters in terms of rough power level. Alright, let's go save your friends first. He's an actual power scaler. That's funny. I want to know more. We can talk about that later.
If you want it, it's yours.
Alright, we're going up here. That's great. I didn't want to... Yeah. I didn't want to have to go and do all this stuff again. I was hoping that I could just go in, grab like one thing maybe, and leave, but nope. I'm being made to go do all this again. So we still have a survivor over there. Can I move then?
A little amuse bouche. Boost on the loose. Absorption off. Animal hypostasis. Unleash. Do your master's bidding.
DP, you're still alive. How wonderful to see you. Of course I know that death is not possible here. I mean is, I'm so glad you didn't turn into sand. Anyway, you know what I mean. I do. Thanks to all of you, Index too. I didn't do a thing. DP introduces you all to Vitruvius and recounts what just happened. Incredible. Your strength exceeds even that of a typical chief centurion. Now I'm in Pommet kind of see how you actually slack up in that system. Oh yeah? In that case, I'll take you to the others. After all, Vinipi only provided the pattern of work and motifs from King Deshret's times. I was the one responsible for the main layout and pathways in this area. That's right. While this may look like a building from some gilded age, it's really the result of everyone's knowledge.
To the adventurer go the spoils. This loot's...
This loot's... Look any closer. And then he turns to sand. Might be a bit self-indulgent to worry about my own epitaph. Probably think me ridiculous, but I've actually already decided that what mine will be. Please tell my love and patrollers that Vitruvius turned to Sandy before he was done speaking. I'm hopeless. I'm actually fighting the urge to chuckle out loud at this sad juncture. He's going to be so mortified once he stops being sand. It's a rather optimistic take on the situation. We have a choice to make. Do we deal with that guard first, or search for the survivors for as long as we can? I'm taking care of the guard first.
On me.
Because it's literally just walk behind it, kill it, die. Done. I hate the freaking, like, where do I have to be specifically for this to work? It's so annoying. I don't get it.
Yeah.
It pisses me off. It's so, like, inconsistent. Like, how close do I actually have to be? Where is the thing I can grab? It's like, sometimes you have to be super duper close. Other times you can be fairly far away and be fine. And it pisses me off that it's so inconsistent.
Try to keep up. Yeah.
Nibi, Dex, and Romhilda and our new friends, thank you all. I'm wearing your sister, Zayland. I see, two of you look so much alike, and oh so pretty. My name is Kshama, and I come from... Oh, what was I going to say? The era in which the Dendro Archon had yet to become a child. Nibi introduces Kshama. Oh, I just realized she got confused. What she wanted to say was before the death of Greater Lord Ruka Devada, but she couldn't because the information is gone. Because this place takes a collective hold of all of history, it's still partially affected by the changes in the ley lines. That's my guess anyways. BDP introduces Kshama, and Vitruvius' tragic circumstances are revealed. They also speak of the epitaph he took thousands of years to come up with. That is beyond absurd. If I hadn't told you, you would have never known. Now that you have, it's going to be hard for me to look Vitruvius in the eye without laughing. Alright, enough small talk. We've come all this way, and it doesn't look like we've missed anything. Is there anything else? Afraid not. How about how we can stop folks from turning into sand? Any ideas? We didn't manage to learn much from exploring either. For all, no one here at the Desert Pavilion is well versed in the mystic arts or the sciences. So it seems we're back to the only known method, defeating the Punisher of Gamera. We have a traveler who has the strength of a Remurian Tribune. Looks like someone's been promoted again. There's no way to find the Punisher of Gamora. It has hidden its form. That is a problem, yes. No, it wasn't easy getting one out. I'm going to leave this place first and get back to the main hall. Story and Justice are there too. They seem rather knowledgeable, so maybe they know a way. Story's safe too. That's really good to know. He's the most experienced of us all, and it's always good to learn new things. If you're talking about anecdotes, history, and culture, he's probably the most knowledgeable person in the world. Let's go on now. The earlier we get back, the earlier we figure out this and save Vitruvius and the rest.
If you want it, it's yours.
I love how you can see that some of them were almost able to leave. Something's happening, yep. Doesn't matter how strong we are, we're still light enough to be lifted out. I assume that's the Punisher of Gamora. Oh look! New things to kill! Yay! New cannon fodder! So yeah, there's a lower area to all this.
Try to keep up.
It didn't create a floor. Here before. Doesn't look like a simple flip. This has to be deliberate. He didn't just turn us all into sand.
Huh? Here. On me. Here.
Take your true form. Animo test 63 away. Stay clear.
Barrier sweeping in. Yeah.
Oh, what? As far as Avian, the apparent leader of the suppression type keeper is stronger than the average keeper. At close range, decks can also seize their cores directly, dealing massive damage. After seizing the cores, you have to quickly tap a short period of time to deal damage to the keepers. Okay, that just took forever to come up, okay.
That's gonna
Oh, what
leave
the
a
heck?
scar. On me. Yeah.
Wait, what? You didn't explain this part at all. Wait, I'm turning it. Oh. Oh.
On me.
A little amuse-bouche. My will embodied by ordnance enhanced animal modules.
Free! Up the ante! Up the ante!
Animal Tech 6308. A dash of frost. Obey.
Free! Huh?
A little amuse-bouche. A burst of flavor. Transfiguration. Absorption test. Animal Tech 6308. Stand clear.
Free! Maria sweeping in! Thunder! Got a bit too cocky.
Swirl. Mark 2. A dash of frosting. A tentacle of excellence.
Free! On me. Slash! Yeah.
Ow. You fucking build it! Come on! Dude.
On me.
Really, dog? Is that what we're doing? I couldn't even see that attack. Okay, really? That did not hit. Fuck you. If you're gonna make the hitbox that big, make the freaking object that big. It's that simple. I like so much more of that shit when I get back. I also hate that that thing has like a limit on how fast you can click. Where are we? Is it all over? That's right. It's all over, and everyone's been restored. What is it? Why are you worrying your lips like that? You so moved at seeing me that you have to keep yourselves from crying? Yeah, Kshama, stop. Don't laugh. You're gonna have to give the joke away. I'll tell you one, I'm only a little embarrassed. Love is fate, as is death, and neither is a laughing matter. Fine, fine, no more laughing. Oh, where's Sigmund, by the way? I have no idea. I was standing outside with everyone else. They were still in each other's arms a moment ago. Told little Scarpa to stop and get everyone back to the main hall. Then I left them and came over to you. Anyone should still be somewhere around here, in which case she can't have gone very far yet. She's at the very top. Oh, she's looking. Oh, she found her stuff. That's it. This is. Can I just say I still absolutely love her design? It's very simple, but I love it. With this brooch. Belongs to my older sister and was one of the things in my suitcase that I lost. Ah, I got it now. Nice one. There's another one. Take care of it. What's been placed here is an exhibit from this era. Actually, the reason I started thinking about what to write on my epitaphs because your sister asked about it. Those words weren't exactly things I've been holding in for thousands of years. Does nobody die here? Wouldn't it be impossible for anyone to leave behind a truly magnificent epitaph then? Given my former status, I could probably be laid to rest at the priest's cemetery alongside branches of silver and white, which would be a tremendous honor, albeit one without any space for an epitaph. In that case, it's a no from me, because I've already written mine. It says, "Thank you so much." And what about the coin of yours, the one from King Deshret's day? You're still thinking about that? Fine, you can have it once I finish chanting my 10,000 prayers of penance to King Deshret. This one over here got worked up upon hearing Shama talk about the king's fall, that he actually cried, "You lie, you lie, you lied, liar, that's impossible." Honestly, that's better for a laugh than my epitaph. Hey, if you're going to be so grudging with the coin, just forget it. This is the point where we say we're only here to help Zealand find what she lost. We're helping you out because you happen to be here. Thank you, Palma. Thank you, Traveler. Oh, no, you only got dragged to this because of us, so we got to make this right for you. Such undisguised partiality. I'm truly grateful to you, too. Bunch of chests.
To the adventurer go the spoils. This
Got
looks
another one. Where are they? There we go. We got two of them.
yours. I like to drink on occasion. Any and
Any and
every
every occasion.
Good one.
Still so interesting that that name shows up so often. I don't exactly remember what it said in the thing, but that name did show up quite a bit.
Try to keep up.
Oh, you're here, Storia. Indeed. Everyone to the Desert Pavilion is now back at the main hall, which is why I hurried over here. Zealand, have you found what you were looking for? Yes, I have. Thanks for asking. Splendid. By the way, do you know what the names Melanta and Nihilita mean? I will go first. Nope. Yes, they mean melancholy and nothingness, don't they? Most sagacious of you. I believe you and I shall be even better friends than I was with your sister, since we have the same interests. So sister's the outdoorsy extrovert type. Still, before I could read for myself, she used to read to me all the time. Yet, what was melancholy got to do with someone like that? Of course, I speak of pathological melancholy, and not the sort the one above feels when gazing upon our suffering. Did he tell you all that? Frankly, I was agape at the revelations she presented. I wouldn't have thought anyone audacious enough to build a sanatorium atop the site from which the Temple of Space had ascended. Did you know? It was initially thought that melancholy was a biological ailment. The word itself actually comes from the term for black bile. Interesting. I'm not sure if that's true, but I'll check it. I could check it out another time. The etymology of the word. But subsequently, people came to believe that melancholy was an affliction of the heart. It does take time to get to the right answer. Today, humans have once again discovered the truth. Melancholy is indeed also pathological. Thus, both medication and companionship are vital to recovery. We already knew all that back in my day. The angels had told us so. But while the songs of the angels and the latter-day animal archon can cure melancholy, the hollow constellations of ordinary folk cannot be expected to work such wonders. What are you trying to say? I shall have to whisper this, for it is a secret. Why would the Great One above, who rules over sky and space, name her own creations nothingness and melancholy? They say she lacks the ability to empathize with others. There's nothing she cannot do, yet she is utterly helpless against genuine futility and the ailments of the human heart. This is why she named her creations the two things she is least able to deal with. Woman gets that. Naming things after enemies you've never beaten makes them sound cool and powerful. Commons would be called No More Hunger and No Traveler. Sound weak. You can't keep up with your 1,000 years worth of wisdom. Wisdom? I pray for the courage to give this all up and live a real life once more. See what I'm saying? Feel free to come to me if you ever need anything, even if all you want to talk about is your sister. I will do that. Alright. This is really cool. I like the character writing in this a lot. And we're going to get to go back to the Liang Academy. Yippee! In fact, I'll already go ahead and check out, or go back here again, just to show you. It's like, dude, this place is fucking beautiful, dude. It is unironically my favorite place in the entire game now. It is a small spot in a separate area of a small expansion of the first area of the game. You literally have to get all the way to this, go all the way to this after encountering some random world quest at the edge over here, and then do that quest until you can enter this space, and then like slowly make your way over to here. And it is my favorite area in the game. The background, like the whole skybox of this area, is a freaking... It's supposed to be paper. It's supposed to be old, like, parchment paper. And the reason it is that, because, like, yeah, I could tell that, because, like, if I look over here, you can see that it's, like, it's meant to be a drawing of, like, an old Chinese tapestry. Because, you know, the entire place is based off of the old Luoyang Academy of Liwa, which was a place for art. And it's just, I love the way this place looks. Like, not to mention, like, this is, like, such an ideal place to just be in for me. It's not super bright. The only light is the light coming from the windows. And obviously there would be more stuff in this room, but, like, I love it. I love how tranquil it is. There's just nothing. And then you look out and there's just a huge abyss of a sea. And I love it. I love this place. It looks awesome. It's my favorite looking area in the entire game. And it might genuinely become my new logout spot.